And then pour that in there. So kind of like making a giant bag of tea. And then pouring in water. For this, I'm gonna do about 1.5 quarts. The way to do it is just to kind of knead it, keeping it submerged in the water while squeezing the bag. Forces the water into the kava.
I always tell people, like, when you're squeezing the kava, it's important to like feel good yourself. Your muscles are releasing energy through your hands, and if you feel like crap or you're having a bad day, like, you know, your juju's gonna be off, and then that goes into the kava, and then someone else is drinking your bad juju, and then that like just throws everything off.
My first time trying kava. Yeah, it feels kava feels like kind of feels like weed. Yeah, I've got to say. Yeah, it feels like a really nice heaviness in the head, a heaviness in the torso and arms, and like things are slowing down, and you feel really chilled out.
You can come into a kava bar, enjoy kava, and not worry about, you know, making a fool of yourself or calling your ex or doing any of the things that alcohol could lead you to do.
I think kava does replace alcohol. I think it's very similar in some effects of alcohol, but unlike alcohol, you're still very in touch with reality. You're very focused and alert.
Just for the people who don't want to take pills anymore, don't need that stuff to just feel good.
They can be used medicinally, they can be used recreationally, and just like anything, they could also be abused.
There were some studies done a while back in Germany that showed some liver toxicity with kava. They were proven to be flawed. A lot of the people that they studied were like consuming all these other things. I don't think there's any real problem if you drink it in moderation. Moderation is, you know, it's subjective. And I also think that it's like people that come in and get it every day kind of know their limits and they know what works for them. I know a lot of like people that love traditional kava are kind of anti-kratom because it's starting to take over.
It does what some opiates do, you know what I mean? And that's where I see people taking it out of context and thinking it's bad. Look at methadone. Methadone's an alternative to heroin, and that's in a pharmaceutical form. It's a better alternative, better than, you know, sniffing some stuff that you found out there and on the street.
There's no law restrictions on it right now. We set up the 18 and up restriction for ourselves as a just kind of a moral thing.